Hi everybody, this is Erkin Fresh, aka Blue Phoenix. In this tutorial I'll be going over how to make a really cool vocal pad, sensual vocal pad. And here's an example of what it will sound like. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. Basically what I've done here is I've taken three different sets of samples, vocal samples here. And actually two of the three came out of this Siren by Vila sample pack at Loop Masters. It was pretty awesome. Basically all I did was I took the, the oohs and the ahs and I put them into a sampler. And actually I used Alchemy in this case, which is essentially a sampler. Loaded my samples in there and started with that. So the Dream Voices was another Alchemy sound pack. So if you don't have any vocal samples, I highly recommend that Siren by Vila. It's pretty good. Or if you don't have anything at all to work with right now, you could just take some instruments like maybe some violins or something. You kind of work with that as well. So let me see here. I was going to take, well, where the heck is it? Pads. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is just grab one of my Alchemies here. And this is actually kind of cheating, so I'm going to go ahead and strip these things away. We're going to do this from scratch. Okay, so make sure you've got a chord progression. I'm using, here we're going to stop this one. It's basically you're in C minor. It's a 1-5-4-1. It's a very simple chord progression, and we'll just start with that. So again, if you got a good sampler going with some vocal samples, go to town. Nice thing about this one is I can go between ah and ooh with Alchemy. But again, that's just basically two sets of sample. So I'm going to call this Vila ah, and just duplicate this to get my ooh. Ooh. Let's just turn the bass and the drums off for now. We're going over just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and bust these together. Just do a group tracks on this and turn it down a little bit. Call this Vox Pads. And I'm going to go ahead and load up my third vocal sample. So if you buy Alchemy, you can get several different sound libraries for it, and one of those is Dream Voices, and it's pretty good. It's got all kinds of awesome vocal stuff in it, and I like it a lot. So let's call this Dream Voices, and alright, so one thing you can do to really kind of thicken these up a little bit, because I mean this already sounded pretty good, but we're going to add a chorus effect. So if I go in here and just grab my Ableton chorus, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy it from here. It'll be a little bit easier from my prior sample. So instead of filling with knobs all day, so it does kind of make it sound, it cuts out some of the lower frequencies, but that's okay, because we're going to have bass as well, so it's all good. So you got your chorus on there, and we're actually going to go ahead and copy this to the ooh track, but what we're going to do is just change it a little bit so that the parameters aren't exactly the same. And go ahead and copy this to Dream Voices as well. The trick is to kind of give them slightly different values there. So you've got chorus. Now over here I did EQ these. So let me grab an EQ 8. And one thing I like to do is put it into mid-side mode and just kind of boost the, oh, that's the mid channel. Go to the side channel here and just boost this a bit. Gives a little bit more stereo effect. You know, just EQ it to taste. One thing you can do is kind of notch some of these out here and let the other ones fill in. So that's at about 600 hertz. Do that with the mid as well. 600. Oops. Q. There we go. So let's just copy that and take it over to the ooh. And so where I notched that out on the ah, well, there's not a lot going on with the ooh. But you can actually go and just do the opposite of what you did with the other one. Maybe not the opposite, but change it up a little bit and just give a different EQ for each of the channels. And what it does, it kind of fill in each other's gaps. It's really cool sounding. So, you know, you can spend more time with that. I'm just kind of doing it very quickly here. Auto pan is cool. So what you're gonna end up doing is getting kind of have it go left to right. You don't want to go too far. You can take it too far, but about 50% I feel is good. And don't tempo sync it. Let it go free. And copy this. Just paste it over here under the ooh. And change that just a little bit. So now they're going to be different, obviously. Let's turn that up just a little bit. Also got some reverb. I'm going to go ahead and send to my reverb and my delay modules. Sounding pretty cool now, right? The other thing we can do is go ahead and add a compressor on the entire bus, and this is kind of, if they're all quiet for some reason at the same time, it'll kind of give them a little bit of a boost. So already that's sounding pretty good. Now one thing we're doing is all three of these have all of the notes. So this is where things get kind of interesting. What you can do is remove two of the notes, just kind of at random here. We'll leave that top one there. So you take this one, you copy it to the right, and just kind of rotate down, so to speak. Just take that one, take the top one, and drag that one over there, and rotate. Doing some rotation. Okay, now let's fire that up. So what's going on now is each voice is giving you a different note. And let's go ahead and just give these different colors real fast. One thing you'll notice too, once you've done that, the volume's a lot lower. You can either move the compressor up here. Not that much. Whoa. You can either move up the compressor here or move these up with utilities. Whatever you feel comfortable with. So check this out. Now we go ahead and rotate these around. And when you lay these out, and oh, I got a lot of crap over there. Let's get rid of this. Goodbye. I don't even know what that is. Alright, so just drop these in over here. Sure, bar 129 sounds good. And we'll just shuffle those up. We can shuffle them up again. Again, just kind of rotate down. Why is it doing that? No. Okay. And then to retain your sanity, you probably want to consolidate those. And now what you get is a pattern that's going to change with each 4 bars here. Slightly. It's the same notes, but each voice is taking on a different note of the chord with each 4 bars. Boom. So there you go. Sensual vocal chords. And if you're feeling saucy, why not add a, if I can find it, camel space, clear, and just turn Transgate on. You know, if you want it. Oops. Here's how it sounds with everything else going. Or not. Perhaps I should turn those on again. Oh, you probably want to do a sidechain compress. Good choice. Drums. Just FX kick. Put it in little graph mode. Kind of a pumping sound. Again, that release is really important. Make sure you get that dialed in right. Use your ears or use your eyes if you care. If you want. There you go. Sensual vocal pads. I hope you found that useful. Make sure to save your work. Control S. If you like it, make sure to tell others. Come here and learn more from future toots. Enjoy.